Okay, so have you ever found yourself feeling, I don't know, an unusual surge of energy? Or maybe subtle, kind of unexplainable physical shifts? Things that just don't quite fit into, your usual understanding of what your body's doing.
Right, like you're picking up on something else.
Exactly, like you're picking up on something bigger, maybe something energetic, a frequency shift perhaps, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Maybe you felt a new kind of restlessness, or a heightened sensitivity, or even just this deep sense of internal recalibration. Okay, let's unpack this. Today, our deep dive takes us into, well, a really fascinating and timely source. It's a YouTube video transcript. It's titled Novos Síntomas, o que seu corpo está querendo dizer. Actualización para los 144,000. And that's from the channel MESTRES ASCENSOS. So our mission in this deep dive is basically to extract the profound insights from this message, specifically about the current energetic landscape. We're going to explore, in detail how it's impacting us, both individually and collectively, and maybe what it suggests about our path forward.
Yeah, what it all means.
We'll peel back the layers to reveal what these new symptoms they talk about might actually signify, why your internal state is apparently more powerful than ever right now, and maybe how you can consciously navigate this truly unique and transformative period.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here, I think, is how this message frames our personal experience within a much larger cosmic event. It's not just about you feeling weird.
Right, it connects the dots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It directly addresses what it calls a period of unprecedented intensity, and also a spiritual harvest, where energies are accelerating at this incredible, almost instantaneous rate.
Wow.
It truly suggests that your day-to-day feelings, your sensations, even your challenges, they aren't just isolated incidents. They're deeply interwoven with a profound planetary transformation.
So it really sets the stage for understanding our personal evolution as part of a grander cosmic design that's unfolding right now.
Precisely. That's the core framing.
Okay, so let's dive straight into the core assertion then, the real foundation of its premise. The Earth, according to the source, is currently being bathed in, what does it call it? Radiation and cosmic light codes.
Right, light codes. That's a key term.
And it's not presented as some abstract, distant thing. It's attributed directly to ongoing, intensifying solar eruptions and storms.
Solar activity.
And here's where it gets really important. This isn't just background noise or some minor scientific curiosity happening way out there in space.
No, it's immediate.
Yeah, according to the source, it's a fundamental, active, and pretty much inescapable part of our current planetary experience. It really emphasizes this unprecedented intensity, suggesting that what we're experiencing now in terms of this energetic influx is truly unlike anything humanity has collectively navigated before. It paints this vivid picture of our entire planet and everything on it essentially being recalibrated.
Recalibrated, yeah, by these powerful celestial events. Imagine your consciousness, your whole energetic system, being plugged into like a higher voltage socket.
Okay, that makes sense. And that wouldn't always be comfortable.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
It can bring up old patterns for release, for sure. But the key insight is that the universe is actively pushing us towards a higher state of being, whether we consciously realize it or not.
So the discomfort might just be your system adapting, like trying to handle a massive software update or something.
Exactly like that. Your system adapting to a new, more powerful energetic flow.
Right.
And it's not just a metaphorical recalibration either. The source gives a very specific time frame for this energetic surge. It says this intense energetic movement will remain active until the termination of the Leo season, around September 10th.
Oh, interesting. So it's not forever, it's a specific window.
Exactly. It's presented as a focused period, like an intentional window of opportunity. And the effect of this concentrated energetic influx is pretty significant. It creates what the source calls a favorable vibrational field for the acceleration of collective and individual ascension.
Okay, ascension. Let's unpack that a bit. In this context, it means spiritual growth.
Evolution.
Yes, exactly. A process of spiritual growth and evolution where consciousness expands, it elevates beyond previous limitations. Think of it like a huge invisible wave washing over everything.
Okay.
Actively shaping and influencing reality. It's designed to quicken processes, push boundaries, and elevate consciousness. This isn't passive.
It's an active force.
It's an energetic force designed to accelerate our evolutionary journey. It's basically saying that conditions are optimally aligned right now for rapid evolution, both for humanity as a whole and for each individual soul.
And those light codes you mentioned, are they just energy or something more?
Well,
The source posits that these solar emissions are carriers of conscious information. They're designed to activate dormant DNA, upgrade our cellular structure, and recalibrate our energetic fields for a higher vibrational existence. It's framed as a deliberate upgrade to our very being.
Wow. Okay. A deliberate upgrade. That brings us to another really powerful concept in this message, the spiritual harvest. That phrase immediately makes you think of, reaping what you sow.
Right, cause and effect.
But here it seems amplified, almost immediate. The source explains it by saying, everything that has been sown, both in thoughts and in feelings and actions, begins to manifest more clearly and immediately.
Clearly and immediately. That's the key part.
Yeah, and it highlights that these manifestations become rapid, almost instantaneous. So if you've been, cultivating a garden of positive intentions, nurturing compassion and joy...
Those things blossom really fast now.
Exactly. But conversely, if you've let a patch of worry or resentment or fear take root...
Uh-oh. Those weeds might also grow at an alarming pace.
Right. It implies this direct, incredibly quick feedback loop, unlike anything we've typically experienced.
It suggests that the time lag, between our internal intention, our vibrational output, and what shows up in external reality is shrinking dramatically.
So the spiritual harvest isn't about literal crops. It's about this accelerated energetic feedback.
Precisely. Imagine your internal landscape, thoughts, feelings, intentions as a field you're constantly planting. In this accelerated environment, those seeds sprout almost instantaneously.
So the clarity here is that your internal state is now this incredibly potent, real-time creative force. It demands immediate accountability for your inner world.
Absolutely. You have to be aware of what you're planting. And the implications of this accelerated manifestation are, well, they're truly profound. The source explicitly states that this demands discernment, vigilance, and inner purity.
Okay, why those specific qualities? Discernment, vigilance, inner purity.
Well, because when what you project internally is reflected back to you much faster, there's very little room for unconscious or, unexamined thoughts and emotions.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
Discernment becomes vital to understand what patterns you're actually manifesting. You need to ask yourself, is this really what I want to create?
Right. And vigilance.
Vigilance is needed to catch those negative thoughts or emotions before they gain momentum and materialize, almost before they fully form.
Okay, so being watchful. And inner purity.
Inner purity means aligning your core being with higher vibrations. Love, compassion, truth, ensuring that what you're sending out is genuinely what you desire to receive, not just unconscious programming or old wounds.
Got it.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it suggests this amplified feedback loop between our inner state and our external reality, where the consequences of our internal environment are almost instantaneously visible.
It really forces a level of self-awareness and self-responsibility that maybe wasn't as urgently required before.
Exactly. It's like living in a hall of mirrors, where every flicker of your inner light or your shadow is immediately projected outward, inviting you to observe and, importantly, to choose.
It really highlights that concept that your vibration is your prayer, isn't it?
It is. And in this accelerated environment, those prayers are being answered with remarkable speed.
So with all these immense energies washing over the planet and this feedback loop accelerating like crazy, how does our own personal vessel, our physical body, how does it respond? The source proposes a really fascinating idea here, shifting our focus to something incredibly personal, something we often overlook, our physical bodies.
Right, the physical sensation.
It makes this profound declaration stating that during this period, your body will be a great messenger, signaling through discomforts, tensions, and even pains the areas that need attention, healing, and liberation.
A great messenger. I like that framing.
This is where the idea of new symptoms really comes into play. It radically reframes what we might typically label as an ailment or just a problem.
Into something much more profound, like deep internal communication.
Exactly. So why is the body speaking to us this way? Is it just reacting passively to these energies? Or is it an active, intelligent participant in this whole energetic shift designed to guide us?
The source suggests the latter. That our physical sensations aren't random occurrences, not just malfunctions, but deliberate signals from our deeper self, guiding us towards necessary healing and evolution. And it's not just a subtle suggestion either. The message really elaborates on this, emphasizing that each sensation is a key to understanding what needs to be worked on.
A key. Okay, that completely flips our usual script on discomfort, doesn't it?
It really does. We typically interpret physical symptoms as something to be fixed, medicated, eliminated. We ask, what's wrong with me.
Right.
But this source encourages us to ask, what is my body trying to tell me? What hidden message is encoded in this ache, this fatigue, this tension? It suggests these physical sensations are pointing directly to energetic blockages, or unresolved emotions, or areas where old patterns and belief systems need to be released.
So this really raises an important question. Are we listening closely enough to these internal signals?
Yeah.
Are we treating our bodies as wise guides rather than just vehicles that occasionally, break down?
It implies a much more intimate and conscious relationship with our physical form, where every ache, every tension, every subtle shift holds a specific piece of data about our energetic state and what's ready to be transformed.
And this is where the message provides a really crucial distinction, addressing potential concerns about these discomforts directly. It explicitly states that physical symptoms like fatigue, irritability, anxiety, or even illnesses affecting the nervous system.
Which a lot of people are feeling.
Exactly. It says they should not be seen as punishment. This is so incredibly important because often when we experience discomfort, our immediate response can be self-blame.
Totally. Or fear. Like we've done something wrong.
Yeah, or that we're being punished. The source proactively refutes that. It reassures us that these experiences are not punitive, but part of a larger, natural, and ultimately beneficial process.
It's a powerful invitation to release any guilt or fear associated with these new sensations. It's a complete paradigm shift, isn't it? The alternative interpretation given is that these are a sign that the old energy is being released and transmuted.
Okay.
This provides a radically different lens through which to view common ailments during this period of intense energetic transition. Instead of seeing a headache as just a headache or anxiety as merely a mental state to suppress, the source suggests they're indications that your system is actively shedding lower vibrational energies that no longer serve your highest good.
Wow.
What's truly fascinating here is the complete recontextualization of physical discomfort. It becomes part of the healing process itself, not some barrier to it.
So it's not a sign of weakness or failure?
Not at all. It's evidence of deep, profound energetic work taking place within your being. Your body is essentially undergoing a profound energetic detoxification.
Like a deep clean.
A deep clearing out of all that no longer resonates with a higher frequency. And these sensations are simply the tangible signs of that process.
So it's a powerful invitation to lean into the discomfort with what? Understanding. Understanding, compassion, even gratitude, rather than resistance or fear. If your body is signaling, the profound insight here is that every ache, every tension, every seemingly random discomfort might be a coded message, not a malfunction.
Which means instead of immediately reaching for an external fix,
we're invited to pause and ask, what emotion is this discomfort related to? What belief might be creating this blockage? Is my body trying to release something old that no longer serves me?
The insight shifts from what's wrong with me to what is my body asking me to transform?
Precisely.
Okay, let's really deep dive into the mechanics of manifestation as described in this source, because it ties directly into everything we've been discussing, the accelerated energies, the body signal.
Yeah, it all connects.
The message emphasizes the manifestation of your thoughts occurs at an amplified speed. Amplified speed. That's critical.
This means that the energetic wavelength you're emitting through your thoughts and emotions, it isn't just a passive internal state anymore. It is literally shaping your reality with unprecedented quickness.
It's actively creating.
Yeah. It states that if the mind is tuned to love, compassion, and faith, the reflection will be harmony and expansion. Think of your mind as a broadcasting station, and these higher vibrations, love, compassion, faith, they're the clear, resonant signals creating a beautiful, expansive experience around you.
It's a powerful affirmation of the creative power inherent in our internal state, highlighting that your inner world is now instantaneously reflected in your outer reality.
It almost makes you feel like you need to censor your thoughts, doesn't it? But the source isn't really talking about thought policing, is it? It's more about conscious awareness.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that every thought is an energetic broadcast. And in this amplified field, the universe acts like a hyper-efficient mirror.
A mirror?
Yeah, reflecting back circumstances and interactions that validate your internal state. And conversely, the source warns that if one clings to fear, anger, or negativity, that energy will also materialize quickly, bringing blockages and difficulties.
Okay, so it cuts both ways.
Absolutely. And this isn't just about positive thinking in a superficial sense, like putting a sticky plaster over a deep wound.
Right, it's deeper than that.
It's about a direct, almost instant energetic correlation. In this amplified field, the latency, that time delay between internal vibration and external manifestation, dramatically reduces.
So if you're consistently thinking thoughts of scarcity or projecting anger,
Those very energies will swiftly become the fabric of your lived experience. It means the universe is mirroring back to you, with increased fidelity and speed, the precise vibrational blueprint you are holding.
wow, that's a powerful call to radical self-awareness. Because every single thought and emotion now carries this significantly magnified creative weight.
Shaping your reality in real time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Building on that, the source explores the broader, maybe even more impactful consequences of cultivating these low vibration energies. It states quite starkly that when these lower energies are nurtured, whether through persistent negative thoughts, unaddressed resentment, a constant focus on lack,
Things many of us grapple with.
totally, it says they directly impact several areas of life. We're not just talking about your mood here.
No, it's systemic.
We're talking emotional and mental balance, physical and energetic health, prosperity, relationships, even your spiritual perception.
Wow, everything.
It's like a corrosive agent that, once introduced and allowed to fester, begins to degrade every aspect of your existence.
This holistic and pervasive impact truly underscores the fundamental importance of consciously maintaining a high vibrational state. It's not just about what you feel, it's about what you become. And the severe consequences outlined are truly compelling. They paint a stark picture. The source explains that the consumption and emission of these energies create a spiral of suffering,
A spiral of suffering.
leading to destructive patterns, diseases, scarcity, and obstacles in the growth of consciousness. It's not just a temporary setback, it describes a self-reinforcing downward spiral.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Imagine someone constantly focusing on lack, complaining at their circumstances, maybe harboring resentment. In this accelerated energetic environment, those internal states don't just stay internal.
Right, they attract more of the same.
They actively draw in more experiences that reflect them, creating a self-reinforcing loop of difficulty. This raises a really important question. Are we consciously aware of the energetic diet we're consuming and emitting?
Our energetic diet. That's a good way to put it.
Are we inadvertently feeding patterns that we desperately wish to escape? This isn't about judgment. It's about understanding the profound energetic causality at play.
It's about recognizing that every piece of media we consume, every conversation we engage in, every thought we entertain,
It all contributes to our energetic signature, which is then amplified and reflected back to us.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, because the source brings in a direct quote from someone they call the wise Edgar C.
Edgar Cayce, likely.
Could be, he states. While a human being feels the need to seek confirmation of love in external sources, he has not yet fully matured in the school of Ascension.
Oof, that's powerful.
It's a powerful punch to the gut for many of us, right? Because we are so often conditioned to look outside ourselves for validation, for a sense of belonging, for reassurance that we are loved and worthy.
Absolutely. It challenges the very foundation of how many of us have been taught to seek fulfillment.
It suggests that this external seeking is a sign of an incomplete journey, an indication that we haven't yet tapped into the deepest wellspring within ourselves.
And thus haven't truly ascended to a higher state of self-awareness and self-reliance. It's a profound call to internalize our sense of worth and belonging. That quote is truly a cornerstone of this entire message, I think. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it suggests that the true source of love, acceptance, fulfillment, it's unequivocally within each of us.
Not out there somewhere.
Not out there. And this isn't just a feel-good platitude. It's presented as a foundational principle for navigating these accelerated energies and for achieving true spiritual maturity.
So to fully mature in this school of ascension, as he puts it, what does that require?
It requires cultivating unwavering faith in your own inner knowing and maintaining focus on the positive, meaning a consistent alignment with high vibrational thoughts and emotions.
Okay. Faith and focus.
By consistently anchoring ourselves in this inner wellspring, rather than being swayed by external conditions or seeking validation from others, we activate our own inherent creative power.
And that allows us to manifest a reality more aligned with our soul's desires.
Exactly. And to advance firmly towards these higher dimensional timelines the source talks about, it implies that true power lies in internal self-validation, not external seeking.
When you are self-source,
When your sense of love and worth comes from within, you become energetically sovereign, unaffected by the fluctuations of the external world because your internal compass is firmly fixed on love and truth.
That inner alignment is the absolute key then.
It's the key to unlocking the higher vibrational realities the Source speaks of, and truly becoming a co-creator of your experience.
So given all this intensity, this accelerated manifestation, this profound call to inner sovereignty, what's the practical path forward? How do we navigate this?
Right. What do we do?
The message emphasizes that this season, this period, is one of deep healing and growth. It acknowledges that even if these processes show up disguised as challenges, trials, or tests,
Which they often do.
yeah, they are merely an invitation to expand. It's a profound reframing of adversity.
Instead of seeing difficulties as roadblocks or punishments, which we talked about.
We're encouraged to view them as opportunities, signals that something within us is ready to be transformed, released, or expanded.
It's about seeing the growth potential in every seemingly difficult situation, understanding that these are not obstacles, but catalysts for your evolution.
Exactly. And the Source defines healing not as a one-time event or something that happens only when you're physically ill, which is how we usually think of it.
Right. It defines it as a continuous process that requires patience, faith, and openness to allow the divine to act.
Continuous process. Patience, faith, openness. Okay.
This is a crucial distinction. In a world that often seeks instant gratification and quick fixes, the idea of continuous healing and the need for patience can be challenging.
Especially when physical symptoms or emotional turbulence are amplified like they are now.
Precisely. It suggests that we can't force the process. We have to surrender to its unfolding, trusting in a higher intelligence, the divine, to guide us.
So this raises an important question. How do we cultivate that patience and openness amidst the intensity of these rapid, energetic shifts?
It calls for a conscious surrender, really. A willingness to be present with whatever arises, and an unwavering belief in the inherent wisdom of the healing journey itself.
It's about creating an internal environment that welcomes the divine flow, rather than resisting it.
Yes, it's a daily practice of acknowledging what arises, holding it with compassion, and allowing it to transmute.
Now, let's talk about the grand narrative presented in this message, because it offers a truly expansive vision for humanity's collective future.
The bigger picture.
Yeah. It outlines this profound evolutionary journey, stating, the human being is leaving behind the dense limitations of the third dimension, walking over the bridge of the fourth dimension towards the expanded experience of the fifth dimension.
3D to 5D. A common concept in these circles.
Right. And this isn't just a conceptual shift. It's described as a literal movement into higher states of being and consciousness. The third dimension, as it's typically understood in these teachings, is characterized by duality, polarity, ego dominance.
A primary focus on the material world. Separation.
Exactly. So leaving that behind suggests a liberation from those constraints, shedding old ways of perceiving and interacting with reality, moving beyond the us versus them mentality.
And to elaborate on that, the Source describes the characteristics of this 5D state. It's a state where the ego loses its dominance and the being vibrates in unity, compassion, and full consciousness.
Ego loses dominance. Unity, compassion, full consciousness. That sounds like a complete transformation.
It is. From the ego-driven reality many of us are accustomed to. In the fifth dimension, the individual self, separate and often in conflict, dissolves into a greater sense of interconnectedness.
So compassion becomes the default mode.
That's the idea. Not just an ideal or a practice, but the default. And full consciousness implies an awareness that transcends our ordinary linear perception of time and space.
Allowing for a deeper understanding of multidimensional realities and our place within them.
Exactly. What's fascinating here is the depiction of consciousness evolving beyond our current conventional understanding. It suggests a future where our default state is one of harmony, profound awareness, and unconditional love.
Where the very fabric of reality is perceived through a lens of unity and interconnectedness.
It's not just a change in perspective, but a fundamental shift in our energetic operating system, moving from separation to unity.
So, with these profound shifts underway, and this challenging but ultimately beautiful transition occurring, what can we actually do, on a practical level?
The day-to-day.
The Source is remarkably practical here. It recommends simple but powerful practices to support this transition. It lists them clearly. Being in contact with nature, receiving sunlight, meditating regularly, aligning the chakras, and cultivating a positive outlook on life.
Simple things, really.
They sound simple, right? These aren't complex rituals or esoteric techniques needing years of training. They're accessible, everyday actions.
But the emphasis here is on their power. their cumulative transformative effect.
Right. It suggests that consistency in these seemingly simple habits can have a profound impact on our energetic alignment and our ability to navigate these intense shifts gracefully.
Each one acts as a kind of energetic anchor, and the Source powerfully reinforces their significance, stating that these habits are portals of balance and strengthening.
Portals. Interesting word choice.
Isn't it? It's not just about feeling good or finding temporary relief. It's about actively creating stability and resilience within your energetic system amidst unprecedented change.
So walk us through how they help. Nature.
When you spend time in nature, you connect with the Earth's grounding energy. That helps integrate these high-frequency cosmic energies we were talking about.
Okay. Sunlight.
Sunlight provides vital photonic codes for cellular and energetic activation. It stimulates our own light bodies.
Meditation.
Regular meditation helps quiet the mind, calm the nervous system, and connect you to inner stillness and wisdom, essential in all this intensity.
And it mentions aligning the chakras. Can you explain that briefly?
Sure. Chakras are basically energetic centers in the body, each corresponding to different aspects of our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. From our root chakra for stability, up to our crown chakra, connecting us to divine consciousness. Keeping them aligned and flowing is vital, according to the Source, to process these intense new energies without getting blocked up.
Makes sense. And finally, cultivating a positive outlook.
That acts as a continuous high vibrational broadcast, literally tuning your personal reality, as we discussed earlier.
So what does this all mean for daily life?
It suggests that even small, consistent actions integrated into your routine can have profound energetic effects. They act as powerful anchors in the midst of intense change. These aren't optional extras.
They're fundamental practices for conscious evolution.
And for maintaining energetic hygiene during this period, yes.
And as we talk about these practices and the path forward, the message specifically highlights one crucial energetic center that's apparently undergoing significant expansion right now.
Oh yes, the heart.
The heart chakra. It says the heart chakra expands, inviting each being to express their emotions with more authenticity and to open themselves to the vulnerability that leads to true connection.
That's a beautiful, evocative image, isn't it?
Yeah.
The heart center literally blossoming open, radiating energy.
It really is. It implies a deeper capacity for emotional expression, moving beyond suppression or guardedness.
And embracing the very vulnerability that allows for genuine soul-to-soul connection with others.
It's a powerful call to lead with the heart in all our interactions, to speak our truth with compassion, and to connect from a place of genuine openness.
And this expansion of the heart chakra is absolutely central to the overarching theme of love. The Source states, the focus of this phase is on love. Self-love, love for others, love for the whole.
All forms of love.
All forms. When the heart chakra expands, it naturally facilitates this flow of unconditional love. Self-love forms the foundation.
Allowing you to honor your own journey, your needs, your healing, without judgment.
Exactly. And from that wellspring, love for others flows naturally, fostering compassion, empathy, interconnectedness.
And then love for the whole.
That expands your consciousness to embrace all of existence, recognizing the sacredness and interconnectedness of everything from the smallest blade of grass to the most distant star.
It's through this opening that we truly embody those higher dimensional qualities of unity and compassion.
Paving the way for the collective awakening the Source speaks of. The heart isn't just an organ. It's presented as a powerful, energetic conduit for divine love.
And its expansion is pivotal to our ascension process.
Essentially upgrading our capacity to experience and radiate the highest vibration of all, which is love.
Okay, now let's talk about one of the most empowering assertions in this entire message. Maybe the one that offers the deepest sense of security in these, well, uncertain times. It says, no external appearance or action of third parties can interrupt the path of the soul that has committed to its evolution.
Wow.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Because in a world that often feels chaotic, where external forces, global events, political shifts, even just the actions of other people seem to dictate so much of our experience.
Right, it feels like we're tossed around sometimes.
Exactly. This statement provides a profound, unshakable sense of inner security. It suggests that once you've consciously committed to your spiritual growth, that commitment creates an impenetrable, energetic field around your journey.
It's a powerful affirmation of individual will and purpose, truly emphasizing that your inner alignment is your ultimate protection. This is truly foundational. It provides a profound sense of inner liberation. The Source emphasizes the inviolability of inner sovereignty when firmly rooted in the light,
Firmly rooted in the light. What does that mean practically?
It's not about blind faith or passive acceptance. It's about a conscious, deliberate choice to align with higher vibrations, with love, with truth, and to trust in your soul's unique blueprint.
Okay.
When you are firmly rooted in your own internal light, in that inner wellspring we discussed, external chaos, the negativity of others, or even seemingly insurmountable challenges simply cannot derail your authentic path.
So it suggests an inherent protection or strength that we can access.
Yes, a kind of spiritual armor forged from your own unwavering commitment to your evolution. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it speaks to an ultimate sense of self-empowerment and invincibility, regardless of external circumstances.
It's the profound understanding that while external events might present tests or invitations for growth,
they cannot fundamentally alter the trajectory of a soul that has decided to evolve. Your internal state becomes the ultimate determinant of your experience, not the external world.
you become the master of your energetic destiny.
That's the essence of it, yes.
Building on that incredible sense of inner sovereignty, the message paints a vibrant vision for the new reality of Earth. It states that it will no longer be necessary to face external conflicts in the same way as before.
That's a pretty radical departure from how we typically experience life, isn't it?
Totally. Where conflict and challenge often seem to be the primary drivers of change and growth.
It implies a world moving beyond the old paradigms of struggle and opposition, paving the way for a more harmonious existence where internal mastery replaces external battle.
It suggests the very nature of conflict is shifting, moving from a physical plane to maybe a more subtle internal one.
That seems to be the implication. And the source elaborates on how this healing and transformation will occur in this new reality. It explains that many cures, liberations, and purifications will happen at subtle, multidimensional levels through conscious intention.
Through conscious intention.
Wow. This is where the profound power of inner alignment and focused intent truly comes into play, moving beyond the need for purely physical or external interventions.
It highlights an awakened being's ability to,
to dissolve blocks, cut ties of pain, and transmute energies merely by the force of thought aligned with light.
Just by the force of thought aligned with light. That is a truly profound assertion.
It is. And this isn't just about wishing things away. It's described as the activation of the inner power of the star seeds and the remembrance of who we truly are.
Okay, star seeds. What does the source mean by that term?
Well, in these kinds of spiritual contexts, it usually refers to souls believed to have originated from other star systems or higher dimensions who've incarnated on Earth with a specific mission.
A mission to help humanity.
To assist humanity's awakening and planetary ascension. The source suggests this period is triggering a remembrance of their inherent spiritual abilities and cosmic mission, essentially activating their inner power and their capacity to influence reality through consciousness.
So this raises a huge question. What are the implications of thought becoming such a potent force for transformation?
It suggests we are awakening to latent abilities, remembering an inherent power that has been dormant within, well, perhaps all of us, and that this power isn't just for personal benefit.
But for contributing to a new planetary reality.
A reality built on conscious co-creation rather than unconscious conflict, yes.
Finally, the message directly addresses the beloved workers of light, which, could include many of you listening right now. Those who feel called to contribute to positive change in the world.
The Lightworkers.
It states that this time, despite its intensity, is to be welcomed with courage and gratitude.
Courage and gratitude, not fear or resistance.
Right. It's a call to active participation, not passive observation, in these profound shifts. It acknowledges the challenges inherent in such a rapid transformation, but frames them as something to embrace.
Knowing that each difficulty is an invitation for expansion, for deepening your light.
It's a recognition of a specific crucial role that some are playing in this collective transformation, acting as anchors for these new energies.
And the message concludes with this powerful call to collective service, asserting, we are in joint service, sustaining the collective awakening and anchoring divine love on this planet.
Joint service. So it's not just about individual ascension or personal well-being.
No, it's about a shared, unified responsibility. It's about recognizing that our personal growth, our healing, our conscious choices contribute directly and tangibly to the larger planetary shift.
And this service, the source says, is performed how?
In infinite love, in unified consciousness, and in dedicated service to ascension. What's fascinating here is the emphasis on not just personal transformation, but the shared responsibility for a larger planetary shift.
It suggests that each person consciously choosing to align with light, to heal, to cultivate higher vibrations, they aren't just doing it for themselves.
They're actively participating in raising the energetic blueprint of the entire planet. It's a profound understanding of interconnectedness and a collective mission to bring divine love more fully into manifestation on Earth.
Birthing a new reality for all.
That's the vision presented, yes.
Wow, we've journeyed through some truly profound concepts today, haven't we? I mean, from the unprecedented energetic shifts bathing our planet, understanding our bodies as these sensitive messengers guiding us, to realizing the immediate and powerful impact of our vibrational state on our reality, and finally charting this path towards higher consciousness and collective awakening.
It's a lot to take in.
It really is, but it offers a truly empowering and, I think, enlightening perspective on what many of us might be experiencing right now in our lives, our bodies, and our world.
Indeed. And this deep dive really suggests that our understanding of what constitutes reality or health or even causality might be far more fluid and internally driven than we typically perceive.
Much more fluid, yeah.
What if every subtle sensation you experience, every fleeting thought, every emotional surge? What if it's not just a random occurrence, but a precise, coded message? What if it's an invitation to unlock a deeper layer of your own energetic blueprint? A crucial clue to where you are in this profound journey of ascension and what you're being called to transform or embody next.
So what does this all mean for you as you move through your day? Perhaps it's an invitation to listen just a little more closely to your body, maybe observe your thoughts and emotions with heightened awareness and compassion, and to truly recognize the incredible instantaneous power you hold within. Until next time, keep diving deep.